out this new intro video that I think is cool. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. Hey everyone, my name is Barka Herman, and I am going to be talking about um, feature drift. Okay, so this is a series of videos that I'm doing that have to do with that I'm calling technical solutions for life. And essentially, it's, some of you know that I'm a computer person. I'm currently a cloud solution architect, have been a developer, QA person, all kinds of stuff in the past. And so there's a lot of things that we learn in the tech area that I feel we can apply to in life. And so I'm also a coach and a trainer, certified coach trainer in many disciplines. And so I'm trying to combine the two expertise that I have. So let's talk about what is feature drift and why it's relevant to life. So when you are creating a software or writing a new app or anything, essentially it starts with a problem, right? You're solving a problem. There's a problem, you come up with a requirement for it, and you want to solve that problem. What happens over time often is that you talk to 10 people and 10 people have 10 ideas about, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have this feature? Wouldn't it be nice to have that feature? Or so on and so forth. So what ends up happening is that we end up with a uh, end product over a period of time that may or may not really truly address the problem, and it turns into bloatware. It's bigger than it needed to be. The scope is larger, and it may not do all the things as well as it started out when it was only attempting to do one thing right, and now it's trying to do 25 things mediocre. And that's essentially feature drift, right? So you have this concept of feature drift where you were supposed to have 10 features, or let's say 5 features, and now there's 50 features, and many of them are not that relevant. Some of them are very liked with a small set of people, and some of them are pet projects for somebody else, and it's a hodgepodge. So there's this concept of MVP, which is the not most valuable player, but most viable product. So in software, you don't want to create bloatware. You want to create like the most viable product, and then you can enhance it over time as needs change, right? So what does this have to do with life, right? What does this have to do with life? Well, I am of the belief that most of us go through our days in feature drift. So what do I mean by that? Right? How many times have you woken up and you've had a day where you plan to do a handful of things, and then by the end of day comes, you've been busy, 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 busy. This one called, and this one said this, and this one did this, and blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the day, you didn't accomplish any of the things that you had set out to. You may have accomplished some and not well or whatever. And so that's a typical feature drift scenario because you're not clear on your MVP for the day. So what is it that you want to produce every day? And if you actually take a step back and use this technique to plan each one of your day, you might find that your days become more and more productive. And there's always has to be room for the emergencies and this and that. However, if you're finding that you're operating mostly in reaction, then you don't have control over your day, and you don't have as productive and effective day as you could if you were sort of focused on your MVP for the day, most valuable product, most viable product. So so I use journaling for that. I plan my weeks and days. I have a list of things that I need to get done. I have things that have to happen at a certain time, and then others that I have to happen by a certain deadline, and then other things, right? Interruptions will happen all day long. They'll happen to all of us. And there's a place and time. If you don't put a priority on each interruption, then chances are somebody else will set your priorities, right? And then you get preempted by someone else's priority, and then the next thing you know is your day's gone, you've been super busy, and you've done a lot, and at the end of the day, what you created was a bloated day that didn't accomplish the 5 things that you set out to do in the beginning of the day. So anyway, this is how I see feature drift is related to life. And think about it. Where are you letting your days sort of run into the feature drift mode, and what can you do to fix it?